Namaste बिटिया हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया. A very good morning to you all. Myself, JVN Dr. Ravi Jain, Assistant Professor, Department of Practice of Medicine at Faculty of Homeopathic Science in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss about rubella. This is how rubella looks like. The child of rubella looks like. Rubella is a contagious infectious disease that is caused by single-stranded enveloped RNA virus of the genus Rotavirus, family Tugaviridae. Rubella is a contagious viral disease with distinctive red rash. It is also called as German measles or 3 days measles. The infection may cause mild symptoms or even no symptoms in most of the people. It can cause serious problems for unborn babies whose mother becomes infected during pregnancy. So, it is basically a contagious viral disease with distinctive red rash that we have just seen in the previous slide. This is also known as German measles or the 3 days measles. And infection can have mild symptoms or even no symptoms in most of the people. It can cause serious problems of the unborn babies or whose mothers becomes infected during pregnancy. The virus of rubella is recovered from nasopharynx, throat, blood, CSF, and urine. The source of infection are the clinical and subclinical cases. The period of communicability is from 1 week before to 1 week after the appearance of rash. Age is usually 3 to 10 years of age, the children are affected. Immunity, single attack gives lifelong immunity to the individual, and it is more common in the winters and spring season. So this is mostly the disease of the children. Now, how it is transmitted? The transmission of rubella takes place by droplet infection from nose and throat, the droplet nuclei. The virus can cross the placenta and infect uterus in utero, leading to congenital rubella syndrome. The incubation period is usually 2 to 3 weeks. Now, what are the clinical features of rubella? 50% of the infections are subclinical or without rash. The prodrome is a low-grade fever, malaise, and upper respiratory tract infection. There is lymphadenopathy, particularly occipital lymphadenopathy and post-auricular lymphadenopathy. It is noted during the second week after exposure. There are maculopapular rashes that usually last for up to 3 days. Arthralgias and arthritis are common among the adults, particularly in women. The complication consists of thrombocytopenia and encephalitis. So we have the prodromal symptoms of low-grade fever, malaise, and upper respiratory tract symptoms. There is lymphadenopathy, particularly the occipital lymphadenopathy, and post-auricular lymphadenopathy that is noted during the second week after exposure. There are maculopapular rashes that usually last for up to 3 days, and arthralgias and arthritis are common. So prodrome, lymphadenopathy, maculopapular rash, and complications, which includes thrombocytopenia and encephalitis. Now, what are the characteristics rash in the rubella? Characteristic rash in the rubella, it appears first on the face. These are minute, discrete. The rashes are minute and discrete, pinkish macular rashes, and are not confluent as in measles. It spreads rapidly to the trunk and extremities, and they disappear by the third day. So the rashes are appearing first on the face, and these are minute, discrete, pinkish macular rashes, and these are not confluent as in measles. The spread is rapid to the trunk and extremities, and they disappear by the third day. Therefore, it is also known as 3-day measles. Now we have one more important thing, that is congenital rubella syndrome. Congenital rubella syndrome is an infection in the early pregnancy that may result in the serious congenital abnormalities. Defects including death of the fetus. A pregnant woman becomes infected during pregnancy during the first trimester, and it results in the miscarriage, fetal death, premature delivery, or the live birth with congenital defects. There is classical triad of deafness, cardiac malformation, and cataract in the case of congenital rubella syndrome. So triad of deafness, cardiac malformation, and cataract. Other defects includes glaucoma, retinopathy, cerebral palsy, intrauterine growth retardation, hepatosplenomegaly, mental and motor retardation. The diagnosis is done by lab assessment. Lab assessment by the demonstration of IgM antibodies in an acute phase serum specimen, or the fourfold rise of the IgG antibody titer between acute and convalescent phase specimens. Congenital rubella consists of the detection of IgM antibodies by isolation of the virus from the throat swab, urine, or CSF, and by an IgG titer. Now, what is the management of rubella? The treatment symptoms consist of there is no specific therapy that is available for rubella virus infection. Treatment of the viral various manifestations such as fever and arthralgia is appropriate, and immunoglobulins does not prevent rubella virus infection after the exposure. How can we prevent rubella? Rubella can be prevented by rubella containing vaccines, that is RCVs, which consist of combined measles and rubella MR, measles, mumps and rubella MMR, and a tetravalent measles, mumps, rubella and varicella vaccine, that is MMRV. So this was all about rubella. In the next lecture, we will be discussing about herpes zoster virus. This session was powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. I hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in the comment box and I'll try to resolve it. This was all for today. Thank you very much. We will be meeting in the next lecture tomorrow. Thank you.